We're going to try a project today. I think it's going to be part one of a two-part series. I hope it's only 2 parts. But I picked up a bunch of surgical stainless steel at the scrapyard, right? A bunch of hemostats and forceps and all sorts of stuff. And I don't know, some of them are broken. I got plans for a lot of the other stuff. Some of them are broken, and I'm wondering if I could forge weld those together and make a billet. So I'm going to test that. That's what this video is about. I'm going to test that on this piece of round stock stainless. Interestingly enough, you know, I think this is probably a 300 series. This surgical stuff, a magnet will stick to it, and it's my understanding that that's an indication of a higher grade 400, 500 series stainless. Now I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But can you forge weld stainless steel? The answer is I think the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Can Chandler do it? I think so. There's a lot of things that I've been getting for information. You know, fill your shop with argon and wear a self-contained breathing apparatus. So there's a lot of things involved that may or may not let this thing happen for me today. Also, there's some health concerns, so do not try this at home. I am a professional idiot. I do have some makeup air coming right at me. Fire is just about up to you know, it's kind of clean now. So we're just going to see if we can get a stick on this round stock. That's part one. If that works, then we might try forge welding some of those implements together into, I think, a 400 or 500 series stainless billet. So a lot of talking. Sorry, let's get going. Some of the comments that I got on my post. I'm actually going to flux this stuff up even before I try to bring it up to forge welding. I already put a cut inside here, so I'm just going to fold that over, but I'm going to get hopefully a containment of melted glass around there, so if any to prevent any oxidation, I guess is what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to be a little bit crazy with that flux on this project. Again, that's from some of the comments. They didn't say use a lot of flux, they said you got to use a special flux, or you got to work in pure argon or something. So I'm going to bring that up, we'll fold that over, and we'll be on our way. The thing that I would normally do is be brushing this off, but I'm afraid to use a steel brush on stainless steel, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fold this over, and then I'm going to try to flatten. Oops, broke off. Now I got to weld that on. Hold tight. Square one again. Instead of taking out the tick, I just cut another section, cleaned off another section. Interestingly enough, can you see that? That flux is greener than green. I find that concerning, because I don't remember flux ever turning green like that. So that's got to be an indication of something inside this steel. Hopefully I don't die today. So we're going to go back to the process. I'll come back where I have it folded over and I'm trying to flatten it down, where I left off when the thing broke. Get this thing to bend over without breaking this time. I'm not sure why it did. Alright, and again, what I was talking about before is I want to flatten this down. Now I got a nice protected barrier with the flux inside there, but when I come out to forge weld round on round, it's going to slip if you don't hit perfectly. So I'm going to try to flatten it first. I'll flux it up again. We'll try to keep the oxygen out of that thing as best we can and see what happens. Just to flatten it down so I have a better chance of a direct hit. So I'm going to just bring her into the fire one more time. Let's see if we can get her to flatten down without breaking like she did before. Again, she's going to break on me. Well, that gives me a little bit of a flatter area. Boy, I wish I had a stainless steel brush. Just so that when I hit this thing, it hopefully won't slide off and fracture that weld. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Here we go. Long time getting here, but maybe I should have chose something a little heavier than that little piece of round. We'll go up to forge welding temperature, whatever that is on this steel. Go. I'm going to guess at temperature. I'm happy with the color. If it was steel, I'd be comfortable. All right, that's all I'm going to do. We got nothing to stick. I don't see any stick occurring there at all. I'm going to squeeze that back up. We'll go a little hotter. Try to keep that oxygen out of there. Interesting. Didn't even try. Alright, we're definitely a lot hotter on this one. We're like white to green almost. Let's see if we get a stick. Oh, that's why Chandler doesn't like to do that. Damn it. Alright, I'm not sure where we are. I don't see any stick at all, you dirty son of a bitch. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Alright, let's try it again. I don't think we can go any hotter. We can only go harder. So let's go one more time. I know it can be done. Can Chandler do it? That's the question. Son of a fuck. Got pretty hot. I'm going to try one hit with the 3-pounder and we'll see what happens. This certainly isn't easy to do. That's for sure. Not for Chandler anyway. Let's see what we got. Of course, if you hit it straight, Chandler, it might have been a different story. Nothing. Not even close. It's not even trying. Not even trying. Very interesting situation. Not even trying. Let me see what this stuff looks like when it melts, eh? Alright, so she was just crumbling as she got too hot. Which is very interesting. Let's just try it again. This might not go to that state in an oxygen environment, maybe. That could be what we're learning. She licked. I don't know if you can see, but there's a, it's just burning in here. This is going to be a crumbled up mess. Very interesting. It's just not getting into that liquid-like state. It goes right into a crystalline state. Breaks right off. Oh, crapola. Well, maybe we're proving everybody's right. Where you need an inert gas for that to happen. Could it be because it's in the coal forge and I'm pumping oxygen on it? Would it be different in the propane forge? I don't know. But she certainly didn't try to flow at all. Which puts kind of a interesting twist on things. Interesting. Let me think for a second. Number one, to just totally walk away. Hopefully this won't be a long video if it's a total failure. But I decided, a couple of things. The stainless steel I was using came from the scrapyard. I don't know anything about it in that round. So what I'd like to do now is let's just take one of these freaking implements that I wanted to forge weld together anyway, and let's just put that through the test and see what the heck happens. Maybe a higher grade stainless will forge weld differently. I'm not sure, but we're gonna give that a try. A little heat here on the tip. Let's see if we get out of it. Huh. She don't open anymore. Alright, let's go a little farther with it. We'll see. Experimentation is how you learn. No, I didn't use flux on that. That's another. That's a second variable, but we'll keep going. Let's go here. I don't know, boys and girls. I don't see any sticking. I don't know. It's freaking me out, man. There's a freaking channel out. Sons of guns. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wow. What the heck? My magnet's stronger than I am, I guess. It's very interesting to say the least. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's go. One more experiment. This is Flux on propane. Flux on propane. So we eliminate the coal variable. I don't really have tongs. Did that forge weld there or not? What do you guys think? I don't think so. Nope, not at all. Unbelievable. Okie dokie. This is obviously a learning experience anyway. So my last attempt, I mean the only other way to go I think would be a canister weld, and I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to try it today anyway, if I try it at all. This is one of the implements that I did want to forge weld if this was successful. I had soaked it in muriatic acid up to this point here, and you do see there's a color change here. Now I think it's just etched from the acid. I don't think there's a coating on it, but it's possible there's some type of coating on the outside of this stainless steel implement. So hopefully that coating's gone. So let me go ahead and we'll use a propane forge. I'll heat this spot that I believe, if there is a coating, it's gone. And we'll just see if we can get some kind of stick out of that. Alrighty, let's give this last time a shot here. I think this will prove one thing or another. Nothing. Not even close. I'm not sure it's hot enough in that propane forge. Son of a bitch. Let me use the torch. This is going to be it. This is the end of the show, unless something good happens. So we're just going to go ahead and blow the torch out, you dumbass. Heat this with the torch because my coal forge is out anyway, and then that should get us, I can melt it with the torch, right? So we'll see what happens. Oop, there we go, I melted it. Let's check that other end out. So that's interesting how that did that. It means we're getting to the temperature where forge welding should work. Okay. Lesson learned. I'd say that's it. 100% lesson learned right there. Question, if you remember. Question, if you remember, is can Chandler forge weld stainless steel? The answer is at this point Chandler can't. Can you do it? I believe it. I believe so. I believe there's videos out there, and that's what I'll be doing tonight. Just checking those out. I looked at one, but it was a kind of a hokey one, so I didn't. I figured I'd give it a try myself and see. And then with that information, that knowledge, you know, what you just watched now, watching what those guys do, you know, hopefully it'll be a good education. So, hey, sorry for the failure, but we all got to learn somehow. And I'm sad because I really want to turn in some knives out of that stuff. But I won't give up yet. We'll investigate the canister weld. I don't like doing those because I haven't done them. Only once, and it didn't work. But short of that, stay tuned. We'll catch you on another one. Thanks for your support, by the way. Seriously, thanks for your support. Ciao. Hammer on. If you found this video helpful, educational, maybe even if you just found it entertaining, and you want to support me, you can jump back to my channel. There's a button on the right hand side of the screen called support, and it's kind of like a tip jar. You can go ahead and leave a tip for this video, and that'll help me make some more, I guarantee. Thanks for your support as always.